TMP, aka the Microphone Prince, old school from the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? One of the first Latin rappers. About 79, there's a lot of rumblings underground. I was too young to get in the club, so when the Sugar Hill Gang came out with what they joined, that's kind of, I got open at that point, and that's when I started writing. And then we had groups like the Fearless Four, you know what I'm saying? Cold Crush, Treacherous Three, and it was a big influence to me, you know what I mean? And Tito was one of the Spanish cats, the only Spanish dude in the Fearless MC. So he definitely gave me a further inspiration, being that, it was hard to get in the game, if it wasn't the right complexion, you know what I mean? Honestly, the Cold Crush was a big one because they had a style they were like a Temptations kind of group, and Kaz was real ahead of his time lyrically. And again, Tito from the Fearless, you know what I mean? Because I remember how they was like rock stars in a way, because they was the leather suits and the jerry curls and chicks screaming and all that. So I put a lot of inspiration to try to get to where they was at. Well, we formed a group called Throwdown 4, and our DJ was Paradise. He's from X Clan, and my partner Damon is now down with the Force MDs. So we used to run around doing shows. Everything was in the street, and we used to pack schoolyards, 1,000 heads, 2,000 heads, and we was rock stars. You know what I mean? Like, everybody knew us. There was no radio, no records, no nothing. It was just word of mouth and cassettes. Honestly, my father was like kind of old school, so he was like, while you messing with that, with that jungle music and all that. But it never bothered me. It was just something like, when it's in you, it's in you. You know what I memean? And there was nothing that anybody could say to change it. To this day, I'm in my 40s and I'm still spitting. I guess breaking in, because you look at videos and rappers from the TV and it's like another world, and then when you start meeting the right people and you get in there, you start seeing that you can enter that world if you really, you know what I mean? So I guess just entering into that atmosphere, I would be working at Home Depot and I'd be at a show with my dude and we tearing the house down and bitches are screaming, and then next day I'm at Home Depot selling carpet. So it was kind of like I wasn't a big success, but I was a way bigger success than anybody I knew, you know what I mean? And, I accomplished a lot of the dreams that I wanted to, accomplish. To, change what I'm talking about, not always talk about the gutter and the gangster and stuff, but to be able to, illustrate words that people need to hear as far as different subject matter. Like when Barack was running for president, I did a couple of songs, they put it on his webpage, you know what I mean? And I like kind of breaking down politics and stuff that ghetto people don't really want to fuck with, because it's just a little confusing. So I kind of break it down into layman's terms, and I like to bring that kind of message. Or if I see something that's not right, like when Jay-Z talked about Harry Belafonte, I like to, speak on things like that and kind of keep real hip-hop alive, because it's real different now. Everything it's just some other stuff, you know what I mean? It's not like the 80s and the 90s where it was a lot lyrical and it was positive. Now it's just a whole bunch of like nonsense, lyrical content is not even important nowadays. The legacy I'm trying to leave is a lot of tracks and a lot of work, so that even if people start bumping into my work later on, there's going to be a whole body of work of maybe 200-300 songs that nobody can deny are lyrical. I want to be mentioned among the greats, you know what I mean?